Two and a throw right away. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's the veteran. That's Jeff Wilson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. That one a first down pickup of 8. Wilson going to try the right side. He's got it to the 43 here. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Here's 2nd and 3. Motion man is Berrios. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his 2nd NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 20 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now, because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And this one's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He gets away from 1. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 58 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes. Stretched. Dreamed. Going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. Wilson's got it complete. You talk about this Washington defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. This one left side caught by Berrios. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6-0 our score after 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing here, Howell. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, it's Tua. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 29. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Another carry for Wilson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a Dolphins first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. Down to about the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Tua. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. Just shy of the 30. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3. And Howe will throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give. This is Wilson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Tua completing this to Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Wilson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run. Here's Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 2. Howell down to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Another throw for Howell. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Howell. This will be caught by Brown. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Now Howell. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Thomas. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. This is caught. Touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 13-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Brian Robinson finished things off with a touchdown grab. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. A couple of touchdowns there for Breece Hall. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. It was the running back Jeff Wilson with the strong first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so. throwing to start the drive. Howell got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Howell. That's complete to Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll run again with Wilson. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning it, here's Hamler. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On the give, here's Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howell over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he'll take this from the 9 down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sly able to put this one through. And that will tighten this one up a bit now. A 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 and now on 1st down. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 yards to go. 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
To throw on 3rd down. Howell. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Howell.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Robinson on a give right side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Got a man, it's Brown. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Howell looking to throw again. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Howell's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Howell. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami set to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Now Tua. That's caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here comes 2nd down and 5. Here's Tua. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. Pass complete to Allie Cox. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Tua to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is indeed good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late.